book.
Oh, okay. So our syllabus is like one statistics is remaining that I'll start today.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, and after that we will be doing revision. Okay, I think I should message Martin. He is not able to join properly. So Arshia, statistics must be over in your school by now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I have a problem like in solving the mean one, like in the end.
Okay, that way will be solved. No issue. Yeah, just wait, okay? Otherwise he'll miss the introductory part. So I'm just waiting for him. Yes, Martin. Is it okay now? Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So let us start statistics today. Hmm. Okay, so before starting that class 10th portion, just a quick revision of class 9 part. First of all, there are two kinds of data, right? As you learned in the class 9. One is called the ungrouped data. And then we also have grouped data, right? Do you remember this? What is ungrouped data and grouped data? Martin,
Yes, ma'am.
do you remember what was ungrouped data and what is grouped data?
No, ma'am.
Okay. See, if I give you something like this, for example, I have, okay, I'm considering, is my screen visible properly?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
For example, I have, 20 families, right? Okay. Now I'm giving you the number of children in these 20 families. So I have 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 4, 5, 2, 4, 2, 2, 1, and then 1, and then I have 3, 3, 2, and 5. So total are 20, right? So in 20 families, these are the number of children. So how do you make tables? Like how do you arrange this data? So you make some columns. For example, you write number of children here, right? So as you can see in your data, the number of children are starting from 1 and maximum 5 you can see here, right? So you write 1. I think just wait, I am using my whiteboard. There's some issue here. Yeah, I think this will be better. So I should write again. I think 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, comma 1, 4, 5, 2, 4, 2, 2, then 1, 3, 3, 2, and 5. All right. So these are number of children in 20 families. So I try to arrange this data. So I write number of children, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then we make tally mark. Tally mark is that, for example, I start counting number of children 1. So first one you can see here, cut it and put one tally, right? Then cut it, put another tally, right? Then next one you can see here, cut it, one more tally. Then next one, so one more tally. Then you have next one. So the fifth one comes like this, right? Okay, now come to two children. So the first two, put one bar. The second two, put one bar. The next two, put one bar. The next two, put one bar. The next two, the fifth one, it will come here like this. And then one more two, so one more mark, right? Now three. So your first three, tally, then second, tally, and then here, one tally, three, another tally, right? Now four. The first four here, then four, tally, then four, tally, and yeah. Now come to five. So you can see five, one tally, then move, then another five, one tally. So then next column is frequency. Frequency means how many times it is happening. So number of children, like one children is happening in how many? 5 families. Understand? This is counted as 5, right? 5 plus 1, 6. So in 6 families, the number of children are 2. Understand? Now 4. So in
Yes.
4 families, number of children are 3. In 3 families, the number of children are 4. And in 2 families, the number of children are 5. Now this frequency should add up to 20 because it's a data of 20 families, right? Uh, so basically frequency means the families we are counting. So 5 families, 6 families. So you can check like 6 and 4, 10, and 5, 15, and then 3 and 2 again 5. So it becomes 20. Okay. Now, uh, so this kind of data, I think I should give another example and then I'll compare. Okay. So let's move to some other example now. Mm, Okay, if I have something like this, okay, I'm not doing the tally, I'm just giving you direct table. For example, these are marks, okay, of some students, and these are the number of students. Okay, so it's given like that: 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, right? So, for example, there are 30 students in the class. Just try to understand. Don't write right now. Just try to understand. So, 0 to 10 marks. So that means marks can be 8, marks can be 9. It can be it can be 5. So 6 students are getting it. Then 10 to 20, 11 students are getting. 20 to 30, 5 students are getting. Then 30 to 44 students are getting. 40 to 50, 4 students are getting. Right? Now, can you compare this example with the previous one? Now, look here. The values which are given here, they are independent of each other, right? Like it's a different value, then it's something, there is no relationship between them. Understand? Or for example, uh, you can have data like that. These are cities, right? And these are, let's say, temperatures. So I give you, for example, I have Delhi, Chennai, and then you have Mumbai, and like that. And then corresponding temperature, let's say 38 degree and 28 degree and like that, uh, 29 degree like that. Okay, so there is no relationship. Delhi is a different, Delhi is different, Chennai is different. Now if you see here, the data is given like this. It is related to each other, right? 0 to 10, 10 to 20. So this kind of data is called grouped data. That means we have formed some groups, and then in complete group we are saying this is the corresponding frequency. Understand? Okay, Martin? And this kind of
Yes,
data is
ma'am.
called ungrouped data. So we have not formed any groups here, groups here. Yeah,
Okay.
this is
That's not
discrete. Hmm.
class. That's not class.
Yeah, there is
Interval.
no class interval. So this is ungrouped data, right? This is discrete data. I mean, different values are there. So this is ungrouped data. And if data is given in this form, this is called as grouped data, right? Arshia, fine? Yes, Arshia, is that okay? Please unmute yourself. Yeah, Martin, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, Arshia, please unmute yourself. Can you hear me? See, Arshia, this is not the way to attend the class. You have to unmute yourself. How would I know you are there or not? Anyway, so Martin, now see. Okay. Now, so see, there is a convention here we learned in class 9. For example, instead of this, if it is given like this, for example, 0 to 9, and then they are starting 10 to 19, right? And then we have 20 to 29, and then you have 30 to 39, and like that. Yeah. So this data, although this is also group data, this is also group data. Getting it? But this
Yes,
da-
ma'am.
but this data is continuous data, right? As you can see, 0 to 10, then 10 to 20. So there's no gap between this class and this class. Understand? But here it is 0 to 9, and the next class is starting from 10. So there is a gap. Understand? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this data is not continuous. Okay. So you have to make it continuous. How would you do it? So there is a convention. What we do is, uh, okay, I think I should have taken it from, it will be taken from 1 to 9. I think I should take it like this. There is an issue here because if I subtract, okay, I have taken 0. I give you another example here. I take it like this, 1 to 9, okay. And then next I take 10 to, okay, 9 minus 1 is how much? I think you leave it, you start from here. So 10 to 19, then you have 20 to 29, and then you have uh, 30 to 39, and then 40 to 49, and like that, right? Now, how to make it continuous? So there's a convention from the lower limit, right? We subtract 0.5, right? And from upper limit, we add 0.5, right? So this is so this becomes, if I subtract 0.5 from 10, what will it become? It will become 9.5. And from the next class, I'm adding this. So it becomes 19.5. Understand? Now subtract 0.5 from 20, so it becomes 19.5, and you add here, it becomes 29.5. Then again subtract, it becomes 29.5, and it becomes 39.5, right? Then this 40 becomes 39.5, 49 becomes 49.5, right? Now you can see 19.5 is occurring here, it is also occurring here. Okay. So there's no gap between this data. So this data was not continuous. And now this data is continuous data. Is that clear, Martin?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I think these things you need to know before moving to the class 10th syllabus of statistics, basically. Yes, Arshia, can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you understand, Arshia, what is a continuous data and not
Yes, ma'am.
continuous? Okay. Just a minute. Right. Now, in 10th class, basically, you have to read about measure of central tendency. Now, what is this? Let us try to understand. What is the meaning of central tendency? Uh, for example, all of you understand cricket. I have a player A, right? Then I have a player B. Okay, Martin? Let's say both of them have played 100 matches. Or let's say they have played 5 matches each, right? So in match 1, A has scored, let's say, 20 runs. And in second match, he has scored, let's say, 150 runs. Then he was out at 0. Then he scored 98 runs, and then he scored just 15 runs, right? Now player B. So he is scoring, for example, 56 runs in first match, then 95 runs here, then he scored just 2 runs, and then let's say 15 runs, and then he scored 160 runs. Now can you tell me which player is better, A player or B player?
And do we write this?
No, just try to understand first of all, then I'll tell you when to write. Just tell me which player you think is a better player. A is a good player or B is a good player?
B.
Why do you think so?
So consistent.
Consistent, okay. But as you can see, A is scoring, good runs, 150 runs, 98 runs, like that. So anyway, this is just 5 matches I have given you. For example, I give you data of, let's say, 100 matches. Will it be easy to compare like that?
No.
No. So that's why we need a number which can represent the whole story. Getting it? By just looking at that number, we can say which one is less, which one is greater, which one is better, and like that. So those numbers are actually called measures of central tendency, right? Which gives you an idea about, you can say, the complete picture. You have heard about average, right? Let's say the player A is having an average of how many? 56 runs. And B is having an average of uh, 64 runs. So which player is better? Obviously B player is better. I mean, this average
Yeah.
you have heard so many times during the cricket matches.
Yes,
It's
ma'am.
it's written on the screen. The average is usually written on the screen, that what is the average of this player, right? When they open the profile of any player, so it is mentioned the average runs. So only that average gives you an idea about that player. So you don't have to look at the individual runs of each match. For example, he has played 70 matches. So you don't have to look at all the runs in the 70 matches. By just looking at this average number, you can say whether this player is a good player, whether he is a bad batsman, whether he's a good batsman. So this average gives you an idea about the whole performance of the batsman. Right, Martin? So what is this average? Like, average is one of the measure of central tendency. Average is basically a numerical value which tells you about that player, right? So such numbers are called measures of central tendency. Is it clear, Arshia?
Yes, ma'am.
So this average has another name which we call mean. Mean is same as average. It's the same thing. Then we have another measure of central tendency which is called median. And then we also have mode. So these three are basically the measures of central tendency. Uh, they gives you an idea about the complete story, the complete picture. Is that okay? Do you understand that this term?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So now how to find average or mean? Okay, mean. You will be coming across the term mean, not average. So first thing is arithmetic mean, right? Mean or arithmetic mean is the same thing. We sometimes write it just mean. So arithmetic mean of ungrouped data, first of all. So ungrouped data, now you understand? Please make a box. So this is the formula for only ungrouped data, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So for example, if there's a variable x, sorry, I'm not able to write properly. Okay, if we have a variable x, so x can be anything. It can be number of runs, number of marks, number of children, anything. X variable means anything it can be. Okay. Now if x1, x2, x3 up to xn, right, are n values of this variable, I'll explain, just write it. This you have to write. Okay. Then arithmetic mean is, it is denoted by x and then we put a bar on it. So this is the symbol of arithmetic mean, right? Now this is equal to summation of, this is called summation of x. That means you are adding all these values x1, x2, x3, xn. So how we denote it? We write xi here, right? Now I can take up values from 1 up to n. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So
Yes,
x,
ma'am.
yeah. So if I put a I here, so I can be anything. It can, I mean, obviously it is summation. Summation means you have to start from I1 and then you have to go up to n. So that means first you write x1, then you write plus x2 plus x3 and then plus xn. So this you are doing here, and divided by total number of variables which are, I mean, total number of values which are n here. So this is the formula for arithmetic mean. This we can also
Sigma
write.
f by x divided by sigma f by x.
Sorry, Martin.
So formula, ma'am.
This is the formula for arithmetic mean of any ungrouped data. This can also be written like this. I is equal to 1 to n summation of xi. It's the same thing, okay? You are just writing 1 upon n outside the summation. That's it. So let's do one question where you will be using this formula. So you will know how to apply it. Yeah, is that okay written?
Yes, Manpreet.
Okay. So just a little small question I'm giving you. Uh, I just want to show you how to use this formula. Example. Very easy. Write down, find the arithmetic mean of first 6 natural numbers. Okay. So how do you do it? First of all, write down the first 6 natural numbers. So first 6 natural numbers are, natural numbers start from 1. They're counting numbers, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are your first 6 natural numbers. So mean, that means x bar, right, is equal to. So you can write 1 upon n summation of I is equal to 1 to 6 because you have 6 numbers. Understand? Yes? Okay. Or first of all, write down in terms of n and then 6. So now this 1 upon n will become 1 upon 6 and then summation I is equal to 1 to 6 and summation of xi. Is that clear? So that means 1 upon 6 and now you sum your xi. So 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6. So 1 upon 6 into, what is the sum here? So this is 10, okay, 10, 15, 20, 21. So I'm getting 21 by 6, which can be reduced to 7 by 3, or which you can divide. So this will be 2 point, no, 7 by 2. You divide by 3, right? 3 into 7 is 21, 3 into 2. So that becomes 3.5. Is it clear now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, Arshia. See, I was just telling you how to use the formula. You can also,
Yes.
yeah, you can directly find the mean also. If you don't want to write the formula because just you have 6 numbers. So you can directly write mean is equal to, just add 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 and divide it by 6. This is the same thing. Again, you get 21. Okay, this is also right. Is that okay, Martin? Okay, now we come to, which is the important part, arithmetic mean of grouped data. So ungrouped is simple. If you have 5 values, just divide by 5. 6 values, divide by 6. If you have 10 values, divide by 10. Just add them and divide by the same number. Okay. Now, arithmetic mean of grouped data. Please make a box here. So this is for grouped data. Right, Martin? Now, arithmetic mean of grouped data can be found by 3 methods. Write down. can be found by three methods.
Let me see ungrouped data. Like come example.
Sorry, Martin. Ungrouped data is the one. This one is ungrouped data.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes. So there were no groups, right? Discrete values were
Formula
there.
is down that one.
Yes, this is the
Sigma
form.
xi.
Yes, this is the formula for ungrouped data.
So it's sigma xi
Yes, sigma.
divided by n.
Oh. So you have n values, you will divide by n, right? You have 10 values, divide by
Yeah.
10. That's it. Just add all the values and divide by number of values. So we will be doing questions, don't worry, right? Now come to
Okay.
arithmetic mean of grouped data. So this can be found by three methods. One is called the direct method. Write down first of all, then one by one we will see. Second is called the assumed mean method. And the third one is called step deviation method. So one of them will definitely come in your exam. Okay. Yeah, please write. Yes, written. Yes, Martin, written.
Writing one.
Okay.
Yeah, ma'am, written.
Okay, so I will be using single data and I will be solving it by three methods now, right? So first we use direct method. So let us learn what is direct method now. Right, Arshia? So let's say this is the question given to you. So class intervals are given and corresponding number of students are given and you have to find the mean. Okay, find mean. Just write down the question. Find mean. So you make columns. First you write class interval. So your first class interval is 10 to 25. then 25 to 40, 40 to 55, 55 to 70, 70 to 85, and 85 to 100. Is that clear? Okay.
Yes.
And then we write corresponding frequency, that is the number of students. So number of students 2, 3, 7, 6, 6, 6. So this the corresponding number of students is basically of frequency, which is denoted by Fi. Clear? This is your Fi. Is that okay? Okay.
Yes.
Now never disturb this Fi, right? Just, I mean, you just, this is for your understanding. Don't write it, okay? Never disturb means you can just make a bubble and write like this. It's for your understanding only. So you will never disturb your Fi, just write it and do the summation because you will be needing it. So summation of Fi, just add all the values, what you get. So 2 plus 3, 5, and 7 is 12, 12 and 6 is 18, 18 and 6 is 24, 24 and 6 is 30. So I'm getting 30. Okay. Now, see, this is class interval, right? It's a gap. So it's from 10 to 25. So you cannot multiply your frequency with a gap. You need a number which you can multiply. Understand? Yes, Arshia?
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to multiply your frequency with the class interval, so interval means 10 to 25. So which number will you take? Will you take 11? Will you take 12? Will you take 13? So you need a one number which you can multiply with the frequency, understand? Out of this class interval. Now what that number is? That number is called class mark. Now what is class mark? It is nothing. It is actually the middle value. I mean, in normal language, if I say, it's just the middle value of your class. Understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Now there's a formula for class mark, which you can note separately. Like I'm just taking some gap here. So you write class mark is equal to upper class limit and plus lower class limit divided by 2. Fine, Arshia? So in bracket, you can write it is just the middle value of the class, which is called class mark. Okay, fine. So you get it like this. So let us find out the class mark here. So the lower limit is 10 plus 25 and divided by 2. So that is 35 divided by 2, and which is 17.5. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, next. So 25 plus 40 divided by 2. See, this calculation you can do separately in the rough portion also, but I just want to show you, that's why I'm doing here. Okay, so that you know from where it is coming. So 25 plus 40 divided by 2. So that becomes 65 divided by 2, and that becomes 3 and 7, 37.5. So the next is 40 plus 55 divided by 2, and that becomes how much? 95 by 2. So it will be 2 into 4 is 8, and then 47.5. No, I think some mistake I have done. 2 into, yeah, 17.5. Okay, anyway, yeah, it's right. Then next is 55 plus 70 divided by 2. So this becomes how much? It is 5 and this is 12, 125 by 2. So that becomes 60, 6 and 4, 62.5. Yeah. Then you have next 70 plus 85 divided by 2. So this is 5 and 14, 155 divided by 2. That becomes 72.5. And the next is 85 plus 100 divided by 2. So 185 divided by 2. This is 2 into 9 is 18, 2 in 92.5. So I'm getting this. Please write.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry, this was 32.5, Martin. I've written wrong. Yeah, sorry, 32.5. And this will also be 42.5. No. But 2 into 4 is 8, 15. So this will be 47.5. That's right. Just do it carefully. 62.5, 77. Okay, here again I have done a mistake. Now see, this will be 77.5, right? And then you have 92.5. Yeah, now it's right. Okay. Arshia, can you hear me? Arshia is not here, I think. Yes, Martin. Written?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. See, this class mark is denoted by xi. Okay. So in the direct method, what we do is, this is your fi and this is your xi. So the next column is, you will make fi into xi. That means you're going to multiply them. Clear? So we multiply with the frequency. So that is 2 into 17.5 that you will write. Then 3 into 32.5. And then 7 into 47.5. Then you have 6 into 62.5. 6 into 77.5. And then 6 into 92.5. Right? And then you can find out. So you can do it in the rough part also, this multiplication if you want, or write directly. So 2 into 5 is 10, carry 1, 7, 14 and 115, carry 1. So that becomes 25.0. Now here 3 into 5 is 15, carry 1, 3 into 2, 6 and 1, 7. So that is 97.5. 7 into 5 is 35, carry 3, 7, 7, 49 and 352, carry 5, 7 into 4 is 28 and 5, 33. So 332.5. Now here 6 into 5 is 30, carry 3, 6 into 2 is 12, 13, 14, 15, carry 1, 6, 36 and 37. So 375.0. 6 into 5 is 30, carry 3. 6 into 7 is 42 and 3 is 45, carry 4. 6 into 7 is 42 and 4 is 46. So 465.0. 6 into 5 is 30, carry 3. 6 into 2 is 12, 13, 14, 15, carry 1. 6 into 9 is 54 and 155. So 555.0. This is the multiplication. Right? Then you have to add all these values. So you will find summation of fi xi. Okay. So now you add it. Now what you get here is, so this side 5 and 5 0, carry 1 here, 7 5 12 and 1 13, 14 15, 5 20, 25 30, carry 3 2 5, and 9 is 14, 15 16 17, 18 19 20, 21 22 23 24, and 6 is 30 and 5 is 35, 83, 3 and 3 is 6, and 3 is 9, and 4 is 13, and 5 is 18. So I'm getting 1850. That you can check. 1850 or 60 I should get. Yes, Martin, please check your calculations.
Okay.
Okay, so anyway, let me complete the question. So if you add them, you find 1860. So far, is this understood, Martin? We have just written, yeah, so now see, we have just written class interval and the corresponding frequency, which is denoted by fi. Then we find the middle value of the class, which is called the class mark, and we have just multiplied fi with this xi. That's it. So from the direct method, the mean is x bar is equal to, so summation of fi xi divided by summation of fi. This is the formula for mean if you use the direct method. Clear? So this summation you have found, which is 1860, and this summation is 30. So 0 0 cancel out. 3 into 6 is 18, 62. So